So this is a pretty simple concept. It's something that I find helpful to think about. When you're faced with a choice, oftentimes it's going to suck either way. So I'll jump into some examples for health. Like I know what it's like to be on both sides of being healthy and being unhealthy. Being healthy is hard to do. I mean, it takes work. You have to exercise. You got to eat well. And as much as I would like to not work out and eat whatever the fuck I want all the time, I know that the results of that sucks. I've lived it. I don't ever want to live that again. That shit, all the health problems that come with it, that part sucks. Most of the time when I go to work out, I don't want to do it. Actually, all the time. I never want to do it. I hate doing it. So it's safe to say that for me, working out, exercising sucks. And also, I do enjoy the healthy food that I eat, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind eating like shitty food all the time. I mean, you get that short moment, 15, 20 minutes, however long it takes you to eat. You get that satisfaction while you're doing it, but then you're paying the price for that decision the rest of the time that you're alive. So if you do that constantly, then you're constantly going to be paying the price. So this whole concept is like, choose which one to go with. Both of them are going to suck, but one has a better outcome if you think about it. So if I commit to working out every single day, it sucks. Like I don't want to do it. I don't like doing it. Every day when that comes up, it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to do this, but I've committed to doing it. And so, I'm going to do it because I know what's on the other side of it. The other side sucks, so I'm going to choose to do what sucks now, and you get benefits from it later. If you choose what doesn't suck now or what's, satisfying your current craving or your current desire to not work out or all that kind of stuff, and you slip into this bad pattern, the stuff that sucks on the other side of that is way worse. At least if I do all the work that I need to do and I eat well and all this stuff, I know that that's going to come with a reward. And then maintaining your health. I mean, that also sucks, but it sucks way less than the other side of it. I mean, if you let it all go and you eat whatever you want and you don't exercise and you don't do anything, then you can't really move around like you used to. You can't lift heavy shit like you used to, or maybe you're still strong. I don't know. Depends on the person really, but I know that I can tell that I'm not operating at the capacity that I was before. And that sucks. So I try to remind myself of that when I don't want to do the things that I find to be not something that I want to do, because I know what's going to come on the other side of doing the work up front is going to be something beneficial. Whereas if I put it off, what's going to be on the other side of that is not going to be beneficial and it's not going to be good. The other thing that I find myself doing is when either work-related stuff or personal development-related stuff, there's a certain work up front that I generally don't want to do. And I know it's going to suck when I do it. But on the other side of that, you get the satisfaction of knowing you completed that task or the set of tasks or whatever it is that you need to do. But naturally, I kind of want to procrastinate. Sometimes I'll give in to that immediate, what is it, like immediate gratification? I don't remember what the term is, but you kind of give into that immediate thing. And then what I've been finding is if I know I need to do something and I'm procrastinating, putting it off and watching TV or doing whatever, like that time isn't as enjoyable. Like I'm still stressed out and kind of like, fuck, I know I should be doing this other thing that I committed to do, or I made a commitment to myself and I know I should be doing it. So I might as well just get that sucky thing out of the way, get that work done, get it out of the way. And then the rewards will come obviously with like work stuff or career or personal development or any of that kind of stuff. A lot of times those results take a long time to show up. So you don't get that immediate gratification, but you do kind of get it in the sense of accomplishment. So if anybody has ever had a list of things that you just really didn't want to do, but you forced yourself to go through that, you did feel good at the end of the day. I mean, you felt good that you got all of your tasks done. So basically, you're choosing which one is going to, is it going to suck now or is it going to suck later? If it sucks now, you're at least getting all your shit done. And then later, you're feeling good. If you choose the other side, it doesn't suck now. You can do whatever you want now, but it's going to suck later. So it's a very simple concept. I don't know how long I can really talk about it. And since this show is for graffiti writers, I would try to come up with some ideas on how this relates to graph. And I don't know, I feel like they're a little bit loose, but I'll throw them out there anyway, just in case it lands with anybody that's kind of feeling like this. So one thing that I thought of, and something that I kind of struggle with, a lot of times I know I want to make a change in my style and I want to come up with some new shit. And I kind of put it off because I know that process kind of sucks. Like that sort of drawing over and over again and like not making any progress. And, I'll go to draw my letters and I'll think like, I'm going to do something different. And then as I'm drawing it, I'm like, fuck, I've done exactly this before. And I know that process kind of sucks. And so my style evolves very slowly, really slowly, in my opinion. So, but I know if I were to just say, you know what, it's going to suck now and I'll get the rewards later, and just commit to every day drawing and trying to come up with some new shit, then I'll see those benefits. It's the same way that you would benefit from health or, getting the shitty things that you need to do to advance your career or start your business or all of that stuff. There's all these things that sort of suck up front, but you get rewards after. So, I mean, with graph, a lot of times I'll sort of put off that thing because I know I don't really want to do it. I know I don't want to sit there and draw a bunch of shit that I don't like, especially if like you try something completely new. At least for me, I know I'm going to come up with some really shitty drawings, and I just don't like that. It's not enjoyable to draw something and be like, man, this really sucks, when you really try to go outside of your comfort zone. But I know if I just pushed through that and I just kept going and just putting myself through that and doing the work, that something good is going to come on the other side of it. But I find it hard to force myself to get into that. And then another thing, and I don't know if this really relates exactly, but I personally, I feel like I'm kind of lazy when it comes to painting. I don't really want to spend a lot of time. I can't be one of those people that, is going to spend 8 hours on a piece or like several days on a mural. I've done that before and it's just miserable for me. And so recently I painted a production in the alley here in Vegas, and everybody was spending a lot of time on their stuff. And the spot that I got was actually kind of bigger than I would normally paint. So I was kind of like, fuck, man, this is going to suck, because I know it's going to take me longer than like the 2 hours or less that I prefer to do. But I tried to keep that mindset, like just put in the amount of time you need, however long you need. And I think I ended up probably spending 4.5 hours. I don't know if you add it all up, somewhere around there. And so the piece came out and I was really happy with it. And I'm glad that I pushed through that, because there's been times when I've painted and it's taken a really long time, and I didn't have the right mindset. And the whole time I was like, fuck, I want to be done so bad. Even though I kind of had that this time, I was still trying to keep a little bit of a positive outlook in my head. Like if you put in the hours, you put in the time, and you believe that it's going to come out good, then you're probably going to get a pretty good result. And that's what I found happened. So kind of a loose connection to graph with this concept, but I think it's an important concept and it's an easy one to remember. So if you're struggling with anything and you're like, I don't want to do this work because it's going to suck, just remember that you're choosing which suck. So if you choose to do the work now, then the reward on the other side of that is going to be good. If you choose to not do that, then it's going to suck later, and there's really no reward in general for going that route. So hopefully that helps, and you can use it as a tool to get you through whatever the fuck you need to get through. All right, I'll see you next week.
All right, good. Appreciate each and every one of you guys who are supporting the cause and continue to spread the love. And yeah, stay up.